Hey everybody, it's been a bit since I've posted a video. Last week I was shooting a feeding video, because usually I wait 2 weeks to feed all my tarantulas, but the only one that was eating was Con, and the way I pieced it together, it just wasn't even worth posting. An update, my Avicularia versicolor, Atlantis, has molted. Just molted last night. That was another thing. Last week she would not eat at all. So I had a big feeling, and yesterday we were watching a movie and I just had a feeling she was going to molt, and after the movie I checked it out, and sure enough she molted. I had already prepared this setup because I'm going to do a rehouse on my Firmictopus Cancerides. The thing is that every single time I open the thing to feed him, he decides he wants to go for a walk, so I'm going to take that as a small hint to make his enclosure a bit bigger. Also, I want to probably do a care sheet right after I rehouse him, so. But let's start with the rehousing. Right now, all I have, he's rehousing into a 2 or 3 gallon critter carrier that I put about 3 inches of eco earth in. So good enough for him to. There you go. That's that attitude that they're famous for. Come on, bud. Of course, right now he's like, nah, I don't want to move. Let's try some. Come on. Well, of course he's not deciding to move, because that's just always how it works out. You want a spider to do something and they just won't. So I'll just do a quick run through on the species. The Firmictopus Cancerides, or Haitian brown bird eater, is found sometimes in Haiti, but for the most part it's the Dominican Republic where you see them. They are a tropical spider and a terrestrial one, so giving them adequate substrate is a definite. They're not that big on climbing, but so depth of the soil is good. Humidity around 70 to 80%, which is why I actually use the eco earth instead of dirt. For my species that prefer it a bit drier, like my Chilean rose hair, I actually bake some just regular, not potting soil, but dirt. Not that I get outside. I buy it at Lowe's for like $1.50 for like a 50-pound bag. But either way, I bake that, make sure all the chemicals and, well, no chemicals, all the bugs and stuff are killed by the heat, and then I lay it down, and I miss that about once a week. With this guy, I missed it about twice to 3 times a week, because he's still young also. What I did with this setup yesterday, I basically expanded the eco earth, and I set it all in there, made sure I wrung it out, and I actually had it in front of the heater all night. For my tea room, what I do is I have a space heater, and that keeps the room at an adequate temperature. I don't mess with the heating pads just because they're too unstable, and I've actually known people who have actually caught on fire. I'll probably do a feeding video next week, and once the versicolor has hardened a bit, I'll probably get a few shots of that. I wasn't really able to get a shot of her while I was taking out the molt this morning, and I don't want to stress her out, especially right after a molt. But thank you for watching. Oh, another thing, I feed these guys twice a week. Not twice a week. Once every 2 weeks. And I use Dubious. With this species, they're voracious eaters. But a good healthy growth rate would be about once every 2 weeks. As you notice, his abdomen and his carapace are roughly the same size. It's a good judgment on how to keep your teas and when you know you're feeding them too much. Thank you for watching. Another thing I forgot to mention in my video, well, in the first clip, they can be very aggressive. It's not really showing signs of aggression right now, which is kind of common for when they're young. But when they're older, they're extremely defensive. They will throw you the threat pose and will bite you. They grow up to about 8.5 inches, and their fangs are about an inch long. So, not the faintest of bite, but they're definitely aggressive. Not one for a beginner. It took me a few years to actually work up to him. I got him at a reptile expo, so I thought I was ready, and well, hasn't failed me yet. But yeah, don't believe I forgot anything else just besides the basics. Yeah, so thank you for watching.